Um, so, how do these groups help me? Why does having my face on a screen or being face to face with people, sharing some of my deepest, darkest secrets, why does that help? It's pretty easy, right? Not too long into Al-Anon and family support groups, somebody said, you're only as sick as your darkest secret, or you're only as sick as your, scariest secret. And that's true, right? When we were first dealing with addiction and some of the problems that my son was having, which were frankly, life and death sorts of situations, we didn't know which end was up. We didn't know who to turn to. We felt completely isolated and alone. And when we started joining meetings, I cried. The first 3 or 4 meetings I cried because people welcomed me and they knew the pain and the struggle of the journey that we'd been on because they'd been there too. And sometimes they'd been there not just for 2 or 3 years like us, but they'd been there for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, multi-generational years. So when you talk about sharing strength, experience, and hope, those aren't trite words. Those were very sincere, genuine, heartfelt words. And being in a group where you can be open and where you can be vulnerable and where you can just sometimes, be quiet, just sometimes close your mouth and listen to what other people have done. Not every tidbit of information is gold, but almost every meeting will provide some sort of tidbit, some sort of golden crumb that allows me to say, aha, or that's really interesting. And over the course of weeks and months and years, it gives you a strength and it gives you a reserve to be able to tap into when the going gets tough, or to tap into to remind you about how you should do things. Or when you get triggered, you're being triggered. You don't react in a childish sort of way. You may feel a tightness in your chest. You may go back to how things were when they were really, really bad, but you recognize that now and you're armed with new tools and new modalities with which you can deal with those struggles.